Hey everyone, it's Christy here, and I'm here with my first installment for my October daily. These are for the daily pages, and this video is for October 1st to the 5th. So I'm hoping to get a video out to you every Friday or Saturday, depending on how my week goes. But if you haven't seen my previous video showing my cover and how I decorated that, be sure to check that out. Also, if you haven't seen my videos before, my haul video or my cover video, the products that I'm using are from Paper Issues, and I'm using the Doodlebug collection, Booze and Brews. And I also went through my stash and just kind of grabbed some things in similar colors. So I grabbed enamel dots and these vellum hearts that I love, and some stickers that I already had, just some black stickers that I had in my stash, along with like some acrylic stars and doilies and all those kinds of things that just kind of add a little bit extra something something. And so I'm just doing kind of like an intro page just for fun, just like a fun filler. So these pocket pages are 4x4 size, and these are Becky Higgins brand. I will be using some We Are Memory Keepers page protectors as well, but I just used one of the pattern papers and cut it to 4x4, added a vellum heart and some pieces of ephemera from the die cut pack, and along with a bat doodle pop, which I love. I just ordered some more of the doodle pops because I love them so much. They're so cute, and just add some more dimension. And that was my cover page. So I added the doodle pop to the outside of the page protector just so that you can see the dimension, and I thought that was kind of fun. Now I'm on to October 1st. On this day, we went to a lantern festival at our local zoo. And so I have a 4x4 photo there of the lantern, one of the beautiful lanterns. And then I have a 4-pocket page with 2x2 squares on the right hand side. And I'm just decorating that now. So I have 2 photos and then 2 little fillers. And I'm sorry I'm a little bit off camera here. I do fix it in a second. But I'm just again going through the die cuts and choosing some things that will work. And so I decided to go with this moon. And then that's an acrylic star that's probably from Freckled Fawn. If I had to guess, I would think it was from Freckled Fawn. And then I'm using these high swap labels that I got. You can find them at Michael's, I'm pretty sure. I think I got them in a Gossamer Blue kit. And a doily that I had in my stash, and I'm just layering the number 1 on there, and I'm just going to do a little bit of journaling. Because I'm doing my weekly project life in addition to this album, I'm not feeling the need to like go into too much detail with my journaling, so I'm just writing like a really quick sentence about what we did that day, and I'm only really showcasing like 1, maybe 2 things that we did, depending. My aim is that like on weekends, like this was a Saturday, on the weekend I would do like 2 like a spread like this, like a double page spread. And then like during the week when we don't have a lot going on, I might have only like I might only have like 1 photo and 1 little 2x2 pocket for the day, and so then I can fit 2 days on 1 page essentially. So that's kind of my goal, because I don't want my album to get too thick, even though I don't know how it's gonna go with this album. This is my first time ever doing a 4x4 album, so I'm kind of curious how big it's actually going to get. Um, so that was October 1st, and now I'm on the back side, and you'll notice that I'm doing like quite a bit of trimming. So when I cut the paper, I cut it 2x2, but then the photos, if they're on the reverse side like this, I might have to do some trimming, because when I print my photos, I'm using the Project Life app, which does a collage of 6 photos, and then I print it on my Canon Selfie. And because my Canon Selfie doesn't print true 4x6, it's a little bit a little bit smaller than the 6 inches, and so when I go to trim my photos, they're not quite as wide as they should be. And so then when I cut my paper 2 by 2 and back it onto the photo, you can see a lot of the paper showing through, blah blah blah. So I have to trim it down because I don't really like the way it looks, whether it's like white showing on the back or pattern paper showing or whatever. So that's why you'll notice that I'm doing quite a lot of trimming. So anyways, I wanted to talk about that because you'll see me with my scissors quite a lot. Anyways, this is October 2nd. On this day, my sister-in-law was visiting again, so she went with us to the Lantern Festival on this Saturday night, and then on the Sunday we went to the zoo to see the animals, and so all these photos are from the zoo. So I wanted to include a photo of my sister-in-law with my daughter there at the bottom left-hand corner, and then of course had to have an animal in there so you know where we are. So I got a really cool shot of this snow leopard, and then there's a photo of myself and my youngest Adeline in the carrier, and we're just hanging out at the zoo. So I just do a little bit of journaling and use another doodle pop. I just love them so much, they're so cute. Alright, so now we're on October 3rd. Not a lot happened this day. It was a Monday. I got some of my decorations out, so I just took a quick picture of this fun little pumpkin that I got at Walmart. I've always wanted like a white pumpkin, and so I saw this at Walmart with the cutouts already done, and I can use it year after year. And then there's some flowers there that I got at a sunflower maze that we went to the week prior. So I just thought that was pretty festive. And you can't really see it in the photo, but there's like a table runner, a Halloween table runner on the table as well. So I'm just doing a filler card. That's my favorite part, is doing filler cards. So when the opportunity presents itself, I will do a filler. And so I chose this really fun black and white patterned paper from Doodlebug that has lots of like flasks and scientific equipment and stuff. And I used the Frankenstein-y lady, I don't know, is that what she is? And then the skeleton in the jar. And I really like the purple in this collection. It's a lot of fun, and I find myself kind of going towards the purple embellishments and the purple papers more frequently than the others, I guess. But yeah. And then I have these tiny word stickers that I got from Pretty Little Studio that I got just from their site, their shop, online shop, and they have all kinds of fall words and stuff, so I'll try to use those throughout my album. And then I'm just adding the number 3 directly onto the photo with a little strip of purple paper. So if you have seen any of my mini albums before, I do try to stick to just a 6x6 paper pad, and I use lots of scrap pieces of paper and just kind of scrap things. So you'll see me using a couple different types of labels. I'm going to use those Heidi Swap labels that I talked about before. I have some black labels that I cut out from Caitlin Schaefer. She has free online printables in all sorts of colors, so I just picked my black ones out and I'm using those. And I also have some orange labels that are from Studio Calico, so I'm just trying to use those throughout the album to add a little bit more consistency. For this is October 4th now, I believe, and I wanted to kind of do two pockets, like a card that spans 2 pockets. So I thought it would be fun to use this star paper again, and then this little cutout that wasn't quite 2x4. So I trim it down, and I'm going to cut it in half here and adhere it so that it covers 2 pockets. And I used a little paper clip as well to add some extra embellishment. And then I used the number thicker to span the 2 pockets, and it's just sitting on top of the pocket. So it's pretty adhesive, like it's pretty sticky, so it's sitting on there pretty nicely right now. If necessary, I might use my tiny attacher and just staple it on if I need to, but for now I'm just kind of seeing how it goes. And then I'm using another vellum heart, and these are the labels from Studio Calico. They come in all sorts of colors as well with their color theory collection. And I'm just doing a little bit of journaling. So on this date, October 4th, Nora tried soccer for the first time with our mommy group, and also the Blue Jays, which is our Canadian baseball team, played in the wild card game to make it to the playoffs or the World Series, and is it? Yeah, and they won. So there's the girls and Aaron in their Blue Jays jerseys, and yeah, had to include both of those things because they're pretty important. And I thought this picture needed a little something, so again, going towards the purple embellishments, just bringing in the purple from the card on the right. I bring in this purple bat and an orange star and a rhinestone green enamel dot type thing that I used on the opposite side as well. So all the enamel dots and things were just from my collection. For the most part, they're probably Simple Stories brand or Kaisercraft or that sort of thing. That I just had them in my stash. So, all right, and finally we are on October 5th. So this will be the last day for this video. Just trimming down some of these cut aparts that were in the paper pad. So I'm going to use this Frankenstein because we're doing Halloween art on this day, and one of the Halloween art pictures or canvases that we worked on was a little Frankenstein using the girls' footprints, so I wanted to use that. And again, here I am, I'm just making sure that it's the same size on both sides so that none of the papers are overlapping. You will notice that that picture of Nora in the bottom right, I kind of matted it on the reverse side, so I will do that as well throughout, but for the most part I'm just going to layer them back to back and trim down. Using the leftover piece of that orange label to create a little bit of a cluster, and then this black label that you see me using, that's from Caitlin Schaefer, and she has lots of free printables on her website. And I'm just putting the number 5, and then I put the little froggy Doodlebug Doodle Pop from from the Booze and Brews collection, and I just put it on top, and those stick really well as well, so really good as well. And that's the 5th. I'm just going to add a little bit of something to the photo on the right, the 4x4 photo there of all the girls. So the 6x6 paper pad comes with a couple sheets that have like tiny words and little cute embellishment type things. So I chose one that says "Mad About You," and I just cut down a little strip from my scraps there off to the right hand side and just did a little cluster with the enamel dots. And I'm just going now through just showing you the pages I completed, and that is my album so far. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned next Friday for a new video.